think it's. Wait, I think it's the Vorcha we have next, right? Yeah, Vorcha Soldier for. Yeah. Time to Yar. Unnecessary yarring time. Yeah, but Bordless is king. Especially if you have two monitors, you just press pause and drag your mouse out of there. Nice and easy. You don't need to. Doesn't fuck anything up. Also, it kind of annoys me when I'm like playing older games and it doesn't have windowed borderless mode. No, not real. I don't know what it is about picking a Vorcha, but with pick a Vorcha with a flamer and you're guaranteed to get a big open map. Well, at least it's Reapers. I can like at least kill shit with that. Every time I Vanguard these days. Oh god, are you playing the Smash Guard as well? Existence is pain! I was playing Dead Island, and that doesn't have windowed borderless. In fact, that has issues onto itself where I had like two cursors on the screen at once, which really confused me. Because it's got the in-game cursor and the Windows cursor. I mean, like, you know, like how like here I've got like the blue cursor on screen here. Well, Dead Island has like a black cursor, and then imagine like I had like the blue cursor for Mass Effect here and the white cursor from Windows on two different locations on screen at once. That's kind of what I was dealing with the other day on Dead Island. It was infuriating, and the Windows cursor was like stuck on the screen like at all times. So even when I was playing in first person, it was like ugh. It was like dragging to the other monitor and hovering above all OBS, making me bloody paranoid. Making me damn paranoid. You know what bugs me as well? Like, this happens with like Bethesda games, so like Skyrim, Fallout, and all that malarkey. Is I'll play like with like two monitors, and I'll have play like say I play New Vegas, and I'll be like watching YouTube on the other monitor, but for whatever reason, when the mouse scroll wheel like scrolls stuff on the second monitor, even when I'm scrolling through menus on like Skyrim or Fallout, it's bloody infuriating. So you can't like play and watch stuff at the same time because, or like read stuff or whatever whilst playing, because the mouse will like, even though it's inside the game and controlling the game stuff in the game and the scroll, like it will scroll web pages and documents over on the other monitor. It's weird. I mean, with Skyrim, I just give up and just play that game with a controller. I mean, to be fair, Skyrim and the default like menus like that game is designed with a console controller in mind. To be honest, especially with how clunky their menus are, unless you like mod the game to have like improved UI. Game is like designed, like the menus are designed for Xbox players, honestly. I mean, I do as well, but like on PC, it just feels clunky. and awkward, but like you use the UI on Xbox with the Xbox controller. It feels perfectly. It doesn't feel clunky at all. At least from my experience. Or maybe I'm just saying that because I used it on Xbox first. I don't know. Different folks, really. I mean, some people find stuff easier than others. Hey, what are you doing? I just don't like it at all. Ugh. Well, I will admit, like, it depends on the map. Rio's probably one of the worst maps to have the flamer on, to be honest. Unless you can like, you know, one of them very defensive players just hide in the boxes, let them come to you, maybe. But you know, big open maps like this, Vancouver, London, Dagger, Ghost, you might have a bit of a tough time on your hands. But Flamer, especially the Geth Trooper. Geth Trooper is like easy mode. Put it in S tier for a reason. But I will say the Vorcha Flamers are a bit misleading. Don't do as much damage, and the Bloodlust kind of gives like new players the false, it misleads. I feel like it misleads newer players because they think, oh, Bloodlust, health regen, I'm going to be tanky. No, not quite. Also, I've kind of put the Riga on. I know Acolyte is usually the better choice for Flamer classes, but put the Riga on because I opted for more mobility because since the Vorcha is so squishy. Oh, fuck that! Since the Vorcha is so squishy, opted for fast Flamer rather than slow. You see, there's a nice bug. You can do this with the Spitfire, Revenant, Riga. I think the Piranha as well, maybe. The Piranha has a smaller mag, so you might have trouble pulling it off. But if I can find a little corner to just demonstrate this in. You see, like the Flamer, when you use it, you move really slow. And then when you use the Riga, you also move really slow. So if I shoot the Riga, use the Flame, and then let go of the mouse button, I actually move at full speed. So that's kind of what I tend to do with this setup, is I can, you know, have full mobility whilst using the Flamer. So it gives me a little bit more survivability. I got 200 hours on ME3 MP. I mean, to be fair, like, didn't you say today that it was the first time you played the Geth Engineer? Ah, that's like 200 hours in game as well. I don't even count menu, does it? Okay, I'm following the wrong drone there. We need the blue drone, not the orange one. Also, something to point out as well, I actually, the last point of Bloodlust, I actually put in movement speed rather than health regen, so once I get the stacks going, I can actually move pretty quickly with the Flamer, with this setup. So it's kind of niche, but honestly, like, if you want to use a Flamer, just go with the Geth. And hell, I think the Vorcha Sentinel is probably a better choice out of the two Vorcha as well. At least you can like detonate, you can prime a group of enemies and then detonate them with cluster grenades. I don't really like Carnage on this character because Bloodlust gives you like a reduction of cooldown by 50%. And juggling your cooldowns between Flamer and Carnage just... I don't like it. I don't want to compromise my Flamer. I'd rather have that up as much as possible, so even if I can get a nice powerful fire explosion on something, I'd rather set more things on fire more quickly. Yeah, about the same. I think I don't know how many hours I've got on this account now. I know I'm like up in the 300s. Like I'm like 300. Must be like 340 matches now, right? With this account. Oh. She stopped moving. Back out of there. Well, I think I'm catching up to you. I don't know. You know, like Andromeda doesn't even have like. I mean, you have the mobile app for Andromeda to send your strike teams, but there's no like website for that. You know, you can't really get the public. You can't see other people's stuff or check out their builds or whatever, which I kind of dislike about that. Yeah, mobile app. I think I've got the mobile app. I haven't opened it in God knows how long, but we did when the game was coming out. Oh my fucking god! Can you like teleport like next to me or in front of me, not behind me? Gross. Each character. I mean, to be fair, like after they nerfed Cobra missiles into the ground, you know, anything you needed was I mean, you kind of needed the extra ranks, and you didn't get those. By the way, those extra character ranks, you know, you wouldn't actually have access to them until you maxed out that tier of characters at rank 10. So you needed like rank 10 of every like character in that category. Of that rarity before you like, so you were, it wasn't like, oh, I want my Solarian operator at rank 2, but I keep getting like rank 11, 12 and 13 kineticists. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, you have to like get rank 10 of all of them first, and then you get the veteran bonuses. I wish the weapons had the same thing, where you had to get like rank 10 of every weapon of that rarity before you started getting siphons. Then I reckon then people wouldn't be as upset about the loot pool dilution. As for the weapon variants, I know it sucks, and I'm kind of on the fence with weapon variants, but I think the fact that there's no shield gate or health gate in that game, you know, which pretty much means you can be one shot from full health, you know, at any time, kind of justify, like, it kind of made them sort of like setups like justified, like especially the Siphon, like. I think the Bulwark is, you know, it's good for team play, and the concussive is obviously like going to be, you know, promotes, you know, precision, which is always nice. You know, get a bit of a reward for going for headshots consistently rather than like, oh, got my 20 headshots, might as well go for body shots now. Like, no, you need to keep going for those headshots. But as for Siphon, like there's some classes in that game that are pretty much unplayable unless you have a Siphon weapon. because you, like I said, you get like low shield characters with high health. You know, like in this, like look at the Drell in this game, low shield, high health. You know, but it's not too bad because you have health gate and shield gate, so you can survive if hit. You can't just get flat out one shotted. You know, unless you get hit during that cooldown, but if you had a Drell in like vanilla, in vanilla Andromeda, like you wouldn't stand a chance. You'd like lose all your health and shields in like one rocket from a destroyer, and that'd be it. You'd spend the rest of the match at like one block of health and going down constantly. So like because of the lack of shield gate and health gate, siphon weapons were completely necessary, and they should have patched in health gate and shield gate rather than resort to things. And as for the concussive stuff, I think that should have been an ultra rare mod. That should have been an ultra rare or something like that. It shouldn't have been like a weapon variant. It is grindy. I don't know. As for the ultra rares, the ultra rares aren't even that ultra rare because you're guaranteed to get them like one ultra rare every 10 premium packs. So it's not like you can like this game. In this game, let's say this game, you buy 100 premium packs. How many ultra rares are you gonna get? You could get 0. You could get 10. You could get 20. You don't know. But you buy 100 premium packs in Andromeda, you're guaranteed to get at least 10. Whereas this game, it's you get at least 0. So it's it might feel grindy, but at least there's an end point. You know what I mean? At least you don't know. At least you know there's going to be an end to it. You don't. But I don't know. It's hard to defend. I mean, it's hard to defend Andromeda, to be honest, because people think it's I don't know. Oh, hack the planet. Did we spawn them? Oh, right, no. Yeah, repel. I can see that. That's why I did those videos last year, like showing that you can do gold with just bronze weapons. Like I think the weapons balance in that game is a lot more generous. Like you can do gold in Mass Effect 3 with like common weapons and classes is nowhere near as easy as it. Like it's quite a challenge, honestly. But in like Mass Effect Andromeda, you're not so bad. It's actually doable if you know how to spec your characters and use commons and gear up. Maybe I'll do a character tier list for Andromeda. Yuck yuck. Avenger AR bronze version, and then gold version. You get 10 ranks of. Yeah, so that's basically 50 ranks of an Avenger. Yeah. I don't have the Black Widow either, to be honest. I did not on this account. Actually, what am I doing? I should be over here where Scab is. Oh, that works. Rank 3. I tell you what I grew to love, the key shock in Andromeda. That key shock is disgusting. Put that on a Solarian operator, you just whack Invasion and headshot a Krogan, one-shot him on Platinum. Like, it's ridiculous. I like the fact that in Andromeda I don't need Tactical Cloak to do well with snipers. I mean, there's sub snipers in this game that can do well without Cloak, but 9 times out of 10 you kind of need to lean on Tactical Cloak to get one-shots. Charge up. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, the charge-up weapons behave weirdly in Andromeda anyway, but since it's a single-shot weapon, it's not as bad. But I will say this, because like the charge-up weapons like the Venom and the Lanat, and I think there's another one, I can't remember. Venom. There's like a weird cooldown where, like, you know, like in this game, you can like, as soon as you release your shot, you can start charging up the next one. In Andromeda, you have a cooldown, so you end up you hold the button up. I'm trying to drag my mouse across above onto the camera. Anyway, you bloody, you hold the shot, you release, and then as soon as you release, you put your finger back down on the mouse button, but then you release and nothing happens because your shot wasn't getting charged. Just very bizarre how that works. I just don't understand it. I think sniping is easier on Andromeda, to be honest, because the maps are actually big enough to justify the zoom. You know? Oh, you going? Oh, okay, no worries, Trooper. Always good talking to you. Always good playing with you as well. You have a good night, yeah? Oh dear. Have a look. What class are we on now? Oh, back to the TGI. You know what? Good, well played. Okay. See you later. Alright, let's see what we got here. TGI Striker. I saw someone on Reddit post that setup before. Not too bad.